All right, viewers, the Prime Minister will be inaugurating the 10th edition of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit. UAE President Mohamed bin Zayed will attend that event and as a chief guest alongside several other world leaders and industry experts. This year's summit will also mark 20 years of Vibrant Gujarat as a summit of success. According to details shared by the Gujarat government, there will be more than 1,000 exhibitors from 20 countries participating in the trade show. 33 countries are participating as partners, while around 100 countries are participating as visiting trade shows. The venue will have 13 halls based on various themes, including Make in Gujarat and Self-Reliant India. So that's what we are getting for you right now. We are getting you live visuals coming in from the summit venue in Gandhinagar. Prime Minister Modi is set to inaugurate the 10th edition of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit today itself. UAE President Mohamed bin Zayed will attend the event as the chief guest viewers. And as we keep getting you those visuals, let's tell you exactly what will happen. We can expect the inauguration of the event to take place in just a short while from now. The trade show will be open to business visitors from Jan 10 to 11, to the public on Jan 12 to 13. Now, remember that this is the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, which was first conceptualized by the Prime Minister when he was the then Chief Minister of Gujarat. The first edition of the summit was held during the Navratri festival with more than 1,000 delegates and dignitaries spanning 45 countries. That was back in the year 2003. Then PM Modi inaugurated the Vibrant Gujarat Global Trade Show on the eve of the main summit. This is an exhibition spread across 2 lakh squares in multiple halls at the Helipad Ground Exhibition Centre with participants from 20 countries. The 10th edition of the Vibrant Gujarat Global Summit is being held in Gandhinagar from Jan 10 to 12 with the theme Gateway to the Future. Let's go straight to Priyanka, my colleague, who's joining us live. Priyanka, the summit is very, very important. And if you could take our viewers through what we can expect next. We can see already that there's a lot of activity behind you. And this is a summit which will really unlock a lot of opportunities for India and also for India to showcase how it is doing so well when it comes to different aspects, whether it be business or other such aspects.
Well, absolutely, Shivangi. Good morning to you and to all our viewers, because we are reporting from the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, and of course the stage is already set. Let's keep panning our cameras to show our viewers where we are, because the stage is set for the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, and all of the delegations from the different countries, in fact, have already arrived here. We are looking at 31 partner countries who are here, and of course we will expect the UAE President, MBZ, in fact, who had carried out that roadshow, who will also be present on the stage, and he will in fact also be addressing the gathering. But essentially what we see is the entire hall that has been set. The delegates who are in fact already here, and delegations from different countries who are present here, making sure that they also take part in the Vibrant Gujarat Summit. And of course, we can expect a lot of trade deals, a lot of bilateral talks that will go on. We had seen that the Prime Minister himself had carried out a lot of closed-door meetings yesterday along with the global CEOs who are present here. And he had also met with the head of states who had been present here yesterday. And today as well, we are looking at the head of states from different countries who are present here, along with the ambassadors and the MNCs as well, the CEOs who are present here, the deals that will be struck in the backdrop of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, because this is the opening ceremony now. Officially, the Vibrant Gujarat Summit is going to be kicked off. And for the next day, we can expect all of these meetings will also take place on the backdrop of the trade show as well that has been put on display, where we see as India's development story, India's success story, and the India's prowess put on display for the rest of the world to actually see and witness, where all of the important people and the high-level delegation from the rest of the world, in fact, are able to come and witness the entire Vibrant Gujarat Summit and how essentially the story of India has been so far. And we can expect in just a few minutes from now that the Prime Minister, in fact, is going to be arriving here, and he is going to be kicking off the entire Vibrant Gujarat Summit. Now, remember, Shivangi, a very important part of this is that this is the 20 years of Vibrant Gujarat Summit. Now, this is the 10th edition. We had remembered how the Prime Minister, in fact, had come to Gujarat and had reminisced about his time during the 2003 year when he was the Chief Minister, when he had ideated, conceptualized and had started Vibrant Gujarat Summit for the first time. And now we are looking at the 10th edition that has already been, it is in fact underway right now. And he had reminisced about the time that how there were not too many takers in the rest of the world for the Vibrant Gujarat Summit. And now vis-a-vis, look at the kind of hall that has been set up and the delegates who are in fact present here, the thousands of delegates and the heads of states in fact who are already present here, and the deals that will be struck as well. Thousands and thousands of crores of deals as well, because let's talk about the chatter that has been going on with some of the big names that have been involved in this entire summit as well. We will have HAL that will be put on display, the prowess of defense sector of India that is also going to be put on display for the rest of the world to see. Apart from that, of course, there is a lot of chatter about Tesla and how they will be setting up their plans. There is no official confirmation, but we can expect some kind of dialogue, some kind of update as far as that deal is also concerned. Apart from that, of course, a main highlight that we are looking at the Vibrant Gujarat Summit is the semiconductor industry and the delegation from Japan as well, who's playing a very crucial role in that. So the semiconductor industry and the semiconductor plant that has been set up in Gujarat, which is also another highlight. We can expect that the Prime Minister will be making a mention of that. And apart from that, another highlight of this entire Vibrant Gujarat Summit is the green energy and the space sector as well. Now, in the run-up to the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, we had looked at large chunks of lands that the government of Gujarat had also set aside for the space sector and the cluster to be developed for that particular vertical as well. And apart from that, the green energy, which is another push, which has always been something that has been mentioned by the Prime Minister time and time again when it comes to his public appearances, and he has made those points in speeches as well. Once again, we are looking at the entire summit having revolved around these kind of verticals, where along the lines of which we will see those deals will also be struck. And then maybe we can expect the MOUs that will also be made out of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit in the backdrop of it. So by today evening, we will have an idea as to the kind of MOUs that have been signed and the bilateral talks that are going on between the two countries. Specifically, if we talk about the partner countries and UAE, who is going to be the chief guest at the inaugural ceremony, we can expect that there will be a council announcement that had been discussed and that had been under discussion in the backdrop of the COP28 summit when the Prime Minister and the UAE President MBZ had also met. That council declaration and announcement will also be expected. The nitty-gritties of the bilateral trade agreements between India and UAE going forward will also be announced by the ambassadors, by the President and the high-level delegation of ministers who are already present here from the UAE. Apart from that, of course, a high-level delegation from the UK, Australia, France and all of these countries in fact are present there. And today, of course, the highlight is of the UAE Council that will be declared. But of course, subsequently tomorrow as well, there are a series of bilateral talks that have been lined up where the closed door meeting will also take place. And then we will expect that these kind of announcements will come out by the end of the second day of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit. And yesterday we had also looked at how the trade show had been inaugurated. Today, once again, we are also looking at the fintech sector that will also be under a lot of that will be given a lot of importance, because the FinTech Global Leadership Summit is another part that the Prime Minister is going to be taking a part in. He will be addressing the FinTech leadership, the FinTech global companies, and urge them to essentially set up their shops in the gift city as well. Another project that the Prime Minister had in fact conceptualized when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. And once again, we are looking at the big players of FinTech, especially Google and Blackstone, that have already set up their offices in gift. And furthermore, there are more global investors in fact that the Prime Minister is going to be addressing for them to be setting up their shop. But as of now, all eyes in Mahatma Mandir, the big stage has been set where the Prime Minister is going to be arriving in just a few minutes from now, along with the UAE President and several other ministers and delegations who are going to be addressing thousands of delegates from across the world who are gathered here in this hall where we're reporting from, Shivangi.
Right, Priyanka getting the top updates right now. And, Priyanka, you were touching upon some various other topics which will be discussed. We know that other topics including technology, innovation, sustainable manufacturing, green hydrogen, electric mobility and renewable energy, and transition towards sustainability. And these will be very important topics which will be discussed. Meeting with the CEO of top global corporations, that's also an agenda. So all in all, this is going to be a very important summit, Priyanka. If you could take us, viewers through exactly what we can expect on the business front.